Another late night walker talker for y'all. Hope all is well with everybody. Peace and love. You already know it's Judah Son for Put It Out There TV. Had to do this intro right and did it right. Had to get back in the swing of things. So, on this particular topic, we are going to be talking about the so-called black Biden voter. In my opinion, based off of the last year of observations, I feel like the so-called black Biden voter, the African-American Biden voter, I feel like they are a very dishonest bunch. Very dishonest bunch. And let me tell you why. And I want to try to be as respectful as possible, but I know me. Shit gets stupid. I know me, right? So the reason why my logic is here that the black Biden voter, the African-American Biden voter, they're not a honest bunch, is because during the campaigning season or campaign trails of former President Donald Trump and current President Joe Biden, there were a lot of so-called black people, a lot of so-called African Americans out there who were being bullies. They were being pushy to those who are a part of their so-called community. They were being bullies and pushy to other so-called black people, other so-called African Americans. And their logic was, based off of observation and how I was approached by one of these bullies, their logic was simply that we just have to get Trump out of office. We just got to get Trump out of office. He's racist, right? But when you go back to the 90s and you look at Donald Trump, who was he around? And when I bring up this subject matter, or when I've seen that subject being brought up about who Trump was around in the 90s, people say that he was using them so he could benefit. How? He wasn't even in the political arena at that time. So how would hanging around rappers benefit Donald Trump? Hanging around African Americans, so-called black celebrities, how would that benefit Donald Trump when he wasn't even in the political arena? He was already a wealthy man, right? Or rich at the time. So what could a lowly rapper, basketball player, athlete with a terrible contract and a dirty agent, lawyer, whatever the case, do for Donald Trump? It doesn't make any sense. Give me a second. Let me respond to this text. And so what happened was the so-called black people, the so-called African Americans who were so pro-Biden, they were jumping in their own people's inboxes. They were bullying them on social media, telling friends and family members and close associates that if they did not vote for Biden, or they wasn't pro-Biden and they didn't agree with anything that Biden was talking about, then they're Uncle Toms, and they obviously hate their own. And these people were willing to even cut off family relationships, longtime friendships, delete and block people on social media, all in the concerted effort to bully and force people to vote for Joe Biden, right? And, you know, like they said, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you're not black, right? So Joe Biden tricked these folks, you know, because they had to show, we're going to show you we're black. We're going to show you we're black. We're going to show you and we're going to vote for you. But anyway, so they used this marketing tactic during this whole campaign period about how Donald Trump was racist. And then they used, and then they used these things about how he said some of these countries are piece of shit countries. Let's just keep it real, man. Some of you so-called black people living in America today, you do not want to live in none of these countries, these so-called African countries. They are shit countries. Look at the leadership. They are, and I can say this, you know, people can take out all they want. Look at the leadership. Look at how the countries are run. These people are fucking corrupt in a lot of these countries. Look at it. Look at Haiti today. Right? So when he's saying these are piece of shit countries, let's just keep it real. These are places that you would not want to take your black ass to live. So stop that bullshit. Just keep it real. Right? So after all this time, they use these marketing tactics to, it's a specific marketing tactic. It's called us versus them, right? So they use this marketing tactic to make Donald Trump this big old enemy all the while, and just to get Biden voted in, right? So now Biden has been voted in, and we have all these terrible things that have been going on. Let's just keep it 150,000% real. Joe Biden is a supreme master Super Saiyan fuck up of a president. Let's just keep it real, right? So after all this campaigning and this bullying that so-called black people were doing online, seeing how inflation has went through the roof, gas prices have went through the fucking roof, food prices have went through the roof, energy prices have went through the roof, all types of unconstitutional mandates to where people have been fired from their jobs. They're telling you that you got to call boys girls and you got to call girls boys, and you can't call your mom a mother anymore. She's a fucking birthing person. Boys can say they're girls and compete with girls and just totally dominate them, and nobody has nothing to say at all. The so-called black Biden voter is super duper quiet, and I find that to be a problem. That all of a sudden you niggas ain't got shit to say now that you can see that this man is a supreme king fuck up of a president. Where are y'all at? What happened to all that bullying? How come we don't see any buyer remorse statements to where y'all say, man, fucked up, shouldn't have voted for this dude, probably should have voted for Trump because when he was in office, money was better, shit was better. It's obvious. Little girls wasn't getting raped in school bathrooms because somebody said little Kyle is a girl today. You see what I'm saying? None of this weird shit was going on. None of this pronoun bullshit was going on. The world has went into turmoil with Joe Biden in office. And like I said, I just find it quite strange that the so-called black Biden voter don't got shit to say. Like, y'all see what's going on. You see the border crisis. People are dying from fentanyl that's coming from China, that's coming through the borders. Thousands upon thousands of people are coming through the border. There is a crisis down there. But you don't hear anything from the black Biden voter. Then they pass laws for the Asians. No laws passed for the so-called black people whatsoever at all. But Joe Biden did manage to give them some crack pipes, didn't he? Go ahead and get up out of here.